They were peeking that corner just enough so they could see us over here, but we could barely see them from the angle that we're at. And that's when it happened. Recently, while I was recording a walkthrough video for the beloved Hellcord right here, in this very lot right over there, some very weird things went down. It's a crazy story that I'm about to tell you right now. So if you're not sitting down, sit down and grab a new pair of pants, because always crazy with the Hellcord. Right over there is when we saw the car stop. The car was stopped right over the hill where we could only see like the top of his car, like the roof and some of the window, but like barely. And from where he was at, he probably could see like everything. It was a pretty clear view for him. That is when it's confirmed sus activity. Going back and forth a few times, that's like, okay, like maybe he has some weird reason to keep on spinning the block. But stopping behind the hill and hiding and watching us while we're sitting there recording, like I'm sitting there like talking, just trying to make the video. Then it gets even weirder because he sees me staring at him, and I stared at him for at least 10 to 15 seconds of him just sitting there when I was watching him, so I don't even know how long he was actually there for. Then he started to just slowly drive back over there, and as he's doing this, I'm literally just sitting there just like this, just staring at the kid as he drives on by. Not the kid, it looked like I couldn't really see who was in the car. Like this appeared to be at least two people, someone in the front seat and someone in the back seat. Fishbowl, of course. After they drove over there, this is when he really like, okay, things are about to get real rowdy here in just a second in the store. So literally while I'm sitting there discussing a potential plane to flee if they were to spin back again, I'm standing right there facing this direction, so I could literally see like that little corner, and I see the car slowly creep. Whoa, what the f is that? I literally see the same red car. He slowly crept up over there so he could like see over to here, but we could barely see the car. Like only the front of his car was like hanging out of the little corner. Like I said, I was facing that direction, so I'm watching him slowly creep up on us, and I'm like, yo, yo, yo. That's when we just do that. We get in the whip, the infamous Hellcord, as you know. It makes over 1,000 horsepower, so it was no trouble to get away from them. Like, I don't know if they even like attempted to follow us. And then after, you know, we get out of this area, we decide to go to a different location to attempt to continue to record the video. It was around sunset when we begun this, and now it's nighttime, so if there's not lights like this or something, there's no way I can record the video because you won't see any. Pulled to a spot that was supposed to have lights, like there was lights back there, but they're just not on. So we're like, okay, you know, whatever, let's try this different location. And as soon as you pull into this different location, there's security right there. I'm like, okay, like I'm not even gonna, you know, deal with this. I'm gonna just pop that U-turn, get up out of there. We decide to actually come back to this exact location to proceed with the video. But it's not just that simple. We didn't just get stalked by this random red Hyundai. We crept one of the corners to just see like what's going on over here, and literally right here in the middle of this lot was the red Hyundai that was stalking us, and then that silver car that like spun through over there like once or twice. I don't know if I even said that in the story, but they went back and forth like a couple times with the red Hyundai at like some random moments, and both of these vehicles are just sitting here. It appears that they were playing with a football. And don't worry, the story is not over yet. There's still like another climax. Like it picks up again. Let's just record in the front of the warehouse, because if you look at where I'm at right now, even though I don't really want to give too much information, I just want to tell the story, so don't be weird, but this is the back of a warehouse. Like you already know that, so like it's cool, like you've seen this, like that's common sense. This is behind a warehouse. Out of nowhere, at like 10 o'clock at night, a few random civilians comes back on the streets and like driving. Dude, out of nowhere, there's like a fleet of random civilian cars, and this is very uncommon because, like I said, there's not normally traffic like that back here. Even like midday when we're coming to record, there's still not traffic like that. So at 10 o'clock at night, that's very suspicious. And then some extra weird activities happen because while we're sitting there, let me give you a little visualization. Let's pretend this gray part is the front of the warehouse, and that little middle black part is the road. We're sitting here in front of the warehouse, and on the road you could like come in from the side, and then the side would be right there, and then you could come back here. From the cut, 4 random civilian cars pull up all in line. I'm literally looking at these cars saying out loud, if they pull in here as 2 cars take that little turn to, you know, that would be like right here, like if you continue straight, this is where it's going to take you on the side of the warehouse, turns into here, and you could immediately turn left to get into the front of the warehouse where we're actually like staying in and recording. Luckily they didn't, because if they did, that would have been a little too much for me. 2 cars came around the building and they're all back here now. So there's 4 random civilians, 2 of them that was kind of stalking us, 1 of them that was confirmed being weird as fuck stalking us, all back here. So at this point, we're really starting to get paranoid, and the video's almost done, so I'm like very quickly trying to record the outro. And I got the fuck up out of there. Now, for some reason, you didn't catch that walkthrough video that I recorded while I was getting stalked. It's on screen right now, so you can click it and go watch it.